Hey there, boils and ghouls. It's your friend Tats. I'm back with a new video. Yeah, we got a new 4K to talk about today. And man, oh man, I was a little bit leery about getting this, but now I'm glad that I did. And yeah, you pretty much already know by the title of the video today from Godzilla.com. I got the 4K collector's edition of Godzilla Minus One. And wow, this is a beautiful set. You feel it's embossed on there too and stuff. So yeah, I got this from the Godzilla website. This is on 4K. This is a 4-disc set. You know, you got the 4K disc, and I thought it was 2 4Ks and 2 Blu-rays. That's not the case. It's actually 1 4K disc and 3 Blu-ray discs. And this is overall, I'm very happy with this, and I'm glad that I got it. But there are a couple of it's a little bit of a mixed bag here. So I think you already know. I'm sure you've already heard a lot of the details and stuff. So as you can see, like on the back here, you do have your details and stuff, but it's all in Japanese. So can't really read a lot of that, but lower that there, you see the, but yeah, this is beautiful. Just the feel of this is gorgeous, and that's another thing too, though. I don't know if I don't know if you're able to see or not, but it's like, yeah, kind of. This is a pretty good sized box. It's it's not like Blu-ray or 4K size. It's definitely a DVD size case. But you look at that though, and so yeah, you got Godzilla right there, and yeah, this is a really nice set, and there is, like I said though, there is a downside to this. You got here's your booklet, but the problem is, it's like, when you look at it, you got the pictures and stuff, but all the text. See if I can find something here. Yeah, kind of like all the text and everything is in Japanese, so if you're one of those people, it's like, well, I don't really read the booklets and stuff anyway. Well, here you go. You're in luck, because unless you can read Japanese, you're not going to be able to read this anyway. But still, it's a nice booklet to have, and but still, you do get you get some pictures and stuff in here, so that's cool. So yeah, this is still, it's a really nice booklet, and let's see. You got this here. Get the latest releases, epic history, breaking news, and exclusive collectibles and apparel at Godzilla.com. So, see here. This here, I don't know what that is. And here you go. Here's like another little booklet, but again, it shows some of the designs and stuff, but again, like everything is in Japanese, and that's going to come into play, especially with the bonus features. So, hang on. Yeah, it's just kind of like yeah, kind of like some of the designs and stuff like this. But like I said, if you can't read Japanese, that's not going to help you any. But still, anyway. Now about the movie itself. Before I got this in, you see there's the big boy himself, Godzilla. Now before I got this in, my brother and I, we were hanging out, and we found out that it was on, we found out that the movie is on Netflix, so we watched it on there, and didn't think about it at the time, but we just watched it with the English dub on it, and that's one thing I'm going to tell you going into this. If you go into this now, one thing that is nice is, okay, let me open this up so I can explain. All right, so you got your 4 discs here, right? Okay, so of course your first disc is your 4K, and disc 2 and 3 are the Blu-ray of the movie. Now disc 2 is the movie in color, disc 3 is the movie version in black and white. Now on the 4K, you only get the color version. You don't get the black and white version. So if somebody is like, oh man, I would love to see the black and white version in 4K. Well, the best you're going to be able to do is you're going to have to put the 4K in and then just turn the color down on your TV. That's because the black and white version is not included on the 4K. It is on the Blu-ray, but I'll tell you what though. Okay, this movie, um, I know the hype about this movie, and my friends Glenn and Rob and James, I believe they all saw it way before I did. I was late to the party on this one, and they got a chance to see it before I did. And they said it was an amazing movie. You got to see it when you get the chance. The hype is real. This movie is definitely like the best Godzilla movie that's come out in years. And so my brother and I, we watched it on Netflix, and they were right. Everybody was right. The movie is fantastic, which makes buying this even more of a wonderful experience. That I didn't waste my movie on or my movie. I didn't waste my money on a bad or mediocre release. I got this is a genuinely good film. It looks it is a good story, good characters, and that's the thing. Usually when it comes to Godzilla movies, most of the time you're not really invested in the male or female. You're not really invested in the human characters. You're more interested in Godzilla, and you're like, usually you watch a Godzilla movie, you want to see Godzilla and the monsters fight, or you just want to see Godzilla just wreaking havoc everywhere. And a lot of the times that's usually what you're sitting in watching a Godzilla movie for. But in this case, the story is incredibly well done. The human characters are interesting and likable, and you really get into it. So there's no lie. Godzilla minus one is honestly one of the best Godzilla movies that's come out in years. Um, and like I said, it just makes it even better because I think altogether with tax and shipping and everything else, this cost me about $73 and change. Yeah. And just I'm so glad to know that just for the movie alone that it was worth it. Just that the movie was so good that it's like and this is a movie I can definitely see myself watching over and over again. And one thing I can't wait to do is here, I believe it's November, when I think that's the official US 4K release for Godzilla minus one. But Criterion is going to put out the original Godzilla on 4K. So I can't wait to get my hands on the original Godzilla and do a marathon of these two movies. Excuse me. But yeah, the 4K disc. And one thing that I am so pleased about though is that none of the discs are region locked. So that's a nice bonus. So if you get these, you can play them on just a regular 4K player or Xbox or whatever. But now the look of these movies, honestly, there's the bonus disc and everything. Now the look of this movie is on the 4K. It looks fantastic. I think it looks amazing. I will be shocked if like I said, I'm not the world's biggest video wrong side. I'm not the world's biggest audio video expert. So if there are any kind of flaws as far as the picture quality goes or as far as the sound quality goes, I don't know. I do know that when I sat down, I watched the 4K. It looked amazing. It looked gorgeous with the HDR. It looked one of the biggest scenes that I really noticed where the 4K really shines is the scene where Godzilla attacks Ginza. Ginza, I think that's how I say it. Yeah, just the 4K. It looks great. It does kind of take a little bit away from the sharpness of the digital effects, so it kind of makes it look a little bit more organic, in the scenes and everything. You can still tell, but it does make it look a little bit more realistic, and just the way it's done, it's beautiful. Definitely, like another thing too is like it's amazing how natural the daylight looks on the scenes when they're on the ocean, and everything, and they're on the ship on the ocean and doing their thing, setting the mines and all that kind of stuff. the land, the ocean mines, sea mines. That was it, sea mines. I had to think of Hot Fuzz for a second there. Sea mine! But when they're out there, doing the thing with the sea mines on the ocean and stuff. But, you know, just it looks great. It sounded amazing. All three versions, all three discs have Dolby Atmos. So the sound is going to blow you out of your chair, you know, especially if you have a great surround sound. I mean, this is, whether, 4K or Blu-ray, it's like the sound is going to kick you in the butt in a good way. But but honestly, the 4K looks amazing. But that's not to take away. Honestly, the Blu-ray of both the color and the black and white look amazing. I mean, there is no downside here. I mean, these movies, whichever version you prefer, 4K or Blu-ray, you win. The Blu-ray looks astounding. I watched, looking at it in black and white, it's like, oh, wow. Like I said, that's what I was saying. I cannot wait to get the original Godzilla on 4K and then do do a double feature of Godzilla and then Godzilla minus one in black and white. Oh, hell yeah. You know, and just, they went all out for this release. But that is the thing though. You do not get an English dub on on the 4K. You don't get the English dub. All you get is the Japanese version with subtitles. So if you're one of those kind of people, you don't like that, this may not be the edition for you. You might want to wait until November when they put out, the American release, so that possibly the English dub could be an option. But this here, it's like, yeah, that's all you get. You get, just the Japanese track with the English subtitles. That's all you get. Now we get to a real kind of a really hard part of this is the bonus disc. And when you get to it, the bonus disc, it tells you before it even loads up, the list of bonus features. It says that to give you an immersive Japanese experience, none of the bonus features are in English, or there's no English subtitles. It's just all Japanese track. So that's going to be kind of hard. I will say that's going to be the biggest downside of this release, is you're going to be trying to watch the bonus features, and a lot of the time there's going to be a lot of talking and stuff, and unless you speak Japanese or understand Japanese, you're not going to know what they're saying. That is to say, I would not completely disregard the bonus disc. I would say, maybe, kind of give a couple of things here and there a chance, because even though you can't understand what they're saying, it is interesting, like especially watching like the behind the scenes to look at. It's like, wow, that was actually like a green screen shot, or like the little kind of like little I don't want to say village, kind of like the little area where the characters are living in. Is like, wow, like you see it's only just like several huts are built like on a soundstage, and the rest is green screens. Like, you gotta be kidding, I didn't notice that. And it's definitely, then when you put back in the 4K and you watch it, it's like with the HDR, it's like it's a lot harder to spot. So that is, a testament to how well the HDR works on this movie and the transfer. But like I said, just that's going to be the downside. The bonus features are going to be kind of a bust if you don't understand Japanese or you can't speak Japanese. So you're going to be kind of sitting there, a lot of it, you're going to be looking at a lot of people talking and stuff, but you're not going to know what they're saying. Overall, I'm not upset that I got this. This is a beautiful addition. I'm not against, actually, I kind of prefer it. I've said in videos past where I've done like 4K reviews for Italian films. I know I said like City of the Living Dead or House by the Cemetery or something like that. Opera, that was another one too. I know I've said before, is like I'm one of those kind of people. I'm not really the biggest fan of English dubs. A lot of the times, just because it doesn't sound right, and I just personally I would just prefer to watch with the original language track, and just with subtitles. I would just prefer that myself. You know, so this doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me that there's no English dub on here, but I can understand for some people that it might. But just you know, but at the end of the day, I'm very happy to have this, and it's a beautiful collector's edition. And oh, I think I forgot to show this. There you go. There's kind of this almost mural-like effect here. See, look at that. Can't believe I almost forgot to show that. But overall, I am just so happy with this release. I'm glad that I got it. Sure, I would have preferred, like some English subtitles on the bonus features. Like I said, to me, that's kind of the only bust about it. But still, it's not the worst thing ever. And I can still, there are still some of the bonus features on here I can see myself enjoying. But yeah, overall, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous edition. And I'm glad that I got it. And yeah, and if it feels great in your hands, and it's like, there you go. Like, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Like you're like, well, how's it going to look on a shelf? Well, it's like, I mean, look at it and judge for yourself. I mean, that's all I can tell you. But wow. I mean, I consider this. I know it cost me $73 and change, but I consider it money well spent. And especially, like I said, I was so glad that, I jumped on this because I was afraid, I had FOMO. I was afraid I was going to miss out on this. But, oh yeah, just, it looks amazing. It sounds amazing. And the movie itself is really great. And that's the most important part. It's a great movie. It's, well, I agree with everybody. It's definitely one of the best Godzilla movies we've seen in years. And just, everything about this. And this is a movie that is built for 4K, so even if you're just going to go, like, I would highly recommend, I mean, if you're a Blu-ray enthusiast, that's fine, not judging, that's great, you do you, man. But honestly, like, this is a movie I honestly think you should get it in 4K when it comes out. So just, this is kind of movie like 4K was made for, but overall, I'm very, very happy that I got this. And if you have the chance, if you want it, if you have the chance, if there's even still any available, I say go ahead and try to pick it up. But yeah, I'm happy. So that's it. I don't really know how much more I could say. So if anybody took the time to watch this, I thank you for doing it. I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please leave it a like? And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And that's it, boils and ghouls. Take care. Have a good night, and I'll see you all later.